As a victim advocate for the Buckeye Police Department, I come across families who are struggling not necessarily only from their victimization, but also struggling with their everyday struggles, as in not having enough food to provide for their families, or needing assistance with their utilities, or needing much needed hygiene items that unfortunately sometimes they don't have. They are able to provide food boxes and much needed emergency hygiene items to victims that unfortunately at some point come in contact with the police department, and it's already a tough situation for them. So All Faith has really helped us put a little bit of a light in their life to be able to alleviate some of that stress. All Faith Community Services is a life changer for a lot of people, and there's absolutely no shame about it. We all come in circumstances where we might need that little bit of help, and if we have the opportunity and the ability to provide assistance to other individuals, specifically All Faith is trying to get a mobile food pantry to reach those outskirt areas that might not necessarily have transportation to get to the food bank. So this allows for All Faith to expand its services and expand the need for community members. And as we all know, Buckeye is a very large area. We don't have public transportation to assist, so this could be a real life changer for some individuals and families.
They're right in the heart of our downtown area, so a lot of communities and partnerships and businesses know about them, as well as officers. Last Thanksgiving, myself, through the partnership of our victim advocate, we're able to get a couple food boxes for a family in need during Thanksgiving that we were able to deliver them on Thanksgiving, which made their day. It was great to see that, and it was great to give back.
Most of my experiences with All Faith came while I was a patrol officer with the city of Buckeye. Now being a detective, I mostly relate to them through our victim advocates. All Faith provides a host of services to the community. The one I use most often is food boxes. We've used them quite often during the holiday seasons, Thanksgiving and Christmas, to provide families a little bit of food when they're in need.
We come across a lot of calls and a lot of different families that are in need that, could use either extra food or blankets or clothes or toiletry items, toothbrushes, everyday things that we kind of take for granted, that we can have that option to just call up, and they're always ready and always willing to help us out.
I did grow up in Buckeye, and my family growing up was one of the recipients from All Faith Community Services. My mom growing up would go volunteer at All Faith, and in return she would come home with an extra food box. I grew up two hardworking parents, and unfortunately sometimes we just needed a little bit extra help, and All Faith was exactly that for us.
So with the cases that I investigate, I come into contact with lots of families, and some families who are in need of that extra meal, or they've expressed not being able to feed their family that day. So that's when I get in contact with All Faith, or even through my victim advocate, to get those resources, the food, meals together from All Faith, and then I will even go that extra step in delivering it to that family.
I'm a board member for All Faith Community Services, so from going to being a kid whose family was recipient of All Faith Community Services, now I am part of the executive board members for All Faith. It's honestly an amazing experience to be able to be part of an amazing program that not only helped my family, but I get to be part of that amazing organization, and I am able to continue assisting other families who are needing assistance.
There's even been times on weekends or holidays, Thanksgiving, on that day that I have an extra need for a family that needs that meal for Thanksgiving, and I go pick it up that morning. They have it ready for me. Although we are Buckeye Police Department, we service the citizens of Buckeye. We actually service people in our surrounding jurisdictions. There have been times, actually last year specifically, we did our Christmas drive collecting toys and delivering toys to families in need, and one of those families was from Arlington. We saw that there was also a need for food for that family as well, that we went to All Faith and delivered that meal and those presents to the family in Arlington. And when we got out there and spoke with them, there never would have been a way that they would have been able to come into town to collect these gifts and the food for them. So it was just a special thing for them to receive.
Buckeye is very large land-wise, and we have some people in need living out in remote areas, and they may not have transportation. So this is going to be huge for those people to be able to still get benefits when they may not be able to get there themselves.
Every single person, every single individual that is involved, that goes from the staff at All Faith to the volunteers, because All Faith basically runs off of volunteers, to the board members. Everyone has the heart to help the community, and everyone is in it for the right reasons. And we all live in this community and have seen this community grow, but also see the need within our community as well.
If anybody can help out, please do, whether it's, you know, a box of mac and cheese or canned food items. You know, every little bit helps, whether it's one thing or 50 things. And also for those people that are in need, don't be afraid to call and ask for help. It's always there if you call. You know, we're always willing, so don't be afraid, don't be ashamed. Everybody needs help at some point in their life, so just give us a call.
If you're looking for a great organization to make a donation towards, I would absolutely recommend All Faith Community Services. Not only do they provide food boxes for individuals, they also provide assistance with utility assistance if their funds are available. They also partner with some organizations to be able to provide assistance to homeless individuals who might not have those hygiene items.
Just a little bit helps. If you can give just a little, that little bit of money goes a long way in giving an extra meal to a family. You know, you may have that couple bucks laying on the side or that little bit of change. Give it, because it does go a long way to a family that may need that.
I think All Faith is great. I mean, we're always in contact with the community, so for them to be there for us, to be able to help us help our citizens, that's huge.
I think it's a great organization. They're always willing to help. They always are there for us when we call, through our victim advocates, and I think it's a great program, and I hope they continue to do it and have a positive partnership with the department.
It's amazing. An organization that I can contact and they have this huge meal or several things of food ready that I can give to a family who doesn't have that, that's huge.